This is just in case, I mean, it's just in case. Like this, smallpox no longer exists. It's been eradicated. But funny enough, there was some people in the laboratory brewing up some smallpox that was synthetic. We talked about this before. Now they got the vaccine ready, saying it's just in case used in a biological attack. Let me tell you. Let me straighten out my V first, real quick. Looking on. Anyway, let me tell you. I've been following this story for a while now. And you know how they're releasing this in the publications, I can see completely through it, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can see through it. It all makes sense, people. And I'm going to break it down. Like somebody said, if they can't use the martial law to implement it with the weather, which they already came out and said publicly, they admitted it. Now, diseases also is the next one. So look, I'm not trying to be a bearer of bad news and nothing like that, but I'm just keeping us updated. That's what I do here. So let's move forward and watch how this all plays out. This is just in case, I mean, it's just in case. Like this, smallpox no longer exists. It's been eradicated. But funny enough, there was some people in the laboratory brewing up some smallpox that was synthetic. We talked about this before. Now they got the vaccine ready, saying it's just in case used in a biological attack. Smallpox, once we got measles, not smallpox, but measles that I knew of, they got the vaccine. The vaccine held the bug, and the bug was implemented. They got very sick. Like I tell people all the time, if something is going to heal you, it's not going to harm you. I don't understand why people don't get that. If something's supposed to heal you, there's supposed to be no harm done. If something is really natural. But let's look even further how it reveals even more that is being done. Now, this is the real reason why they're releasing this files right now, because I remember I've been following this stuff, and that's why I know. They talked about the Canadian research. They was afraid that this could cause something to be leaked out of a lab. They talked about this before. Smallpox virus for 100,000 using mail order DNA. They reconstituted an extinct virus, basically creating a new one. Eradicating smallpox, one of the deadliest diseases in history, took humanity decades. It cost billions of dollars, bringing the scourge back. It would probably take a small scientific team with little specialized knowledge, half a year. It costs about 100,000. The Food and Drug Administration has approved the first ever drug to treat smallpox, a disease that no longer exists. It's a just-in-case decision made to ensure that there is a drug to treat people with smallpox wherever used as bioterrorist weapon, the FDA said. FDA approves the first drug with an indication for treatment of smallpox. This was just released. He's talking about it July 13, 2018, excuse me. Around January 19, 2018, creation of synthetic horsepox virus could lead to more effective smallpox vaccine. Synthetic technology breakthrough points to safer vaccines and target cancer treatments. So they created a new synthetic virus that could lead to the development of more effective vaccine against smallpox. The discovery demonstrates how the technique based on the use of the synthetic DNA can be used to advance public health measures. Researchers created a new synthetic virus that could lead to the development of a more effective vaccine. How can you create a new vaccine? No, how can you create a new virus lead to you developing a more effective vaccine against smallpox? It doesn't even make sense. Just read that and listen to it. You're actually supposed to make the development before it comes out so you don't have to worry about it. So you created the virus to have an excuse to create this. Back in this time when the smallpox did hit, they say it killed over 300 million. But what's strange to me, in 2014, they had the U.S. government release some files saying, like, they forgot about it for centuries. It's in a CDC laboratory, locked away or whatever in a containment lab. But they found it in a cardboard box. This is what they were saying. Like, they just found something in a cardboard box. Seriously, you can go look this up. Just put in smallpox, probably put CBS in. Smallpox, CBS. It's about 2014, and that's what they said. So, CDC, of course, we don't trust them. It was in that laboratory, like, sealing it off and stuff like that. But that was in 2014. Currently, when it had got slammed in 2017 or the beginning of 2018 when they released the article, actually, this is what happened. In this article, scientists slammed for synthesizing the smallpox-like virus in the lab. All this in 2018 now. I've been watching this. I've been following. I know what they're doing. You know, even some of the top experts that was critics of them creating this horsepox say the exercise was completely pointless. Think about that. They're saying it, and they're top experts, and they're saying this is pointless because now it releases more opposition for terrorism, bioterrorism to happen, they say. And we know that FEMA and the White House have been prepping. We lay out their game plan already in another video I posted called White House and FEMA Prepping for Bio Warfare. I believe I said that. But yeah, this is the aligning of this event. So they pinpoint that, they use it as a cover story after they already released everything. Like I said, most people say, Steve, you know a lot about the government. It's all public. It's out there. I'm telling you, it's public. It's not that I'm like getting something that's not declassified. All this stuff is declassified I'm talking about. It's just that they think people are so stupid that you're not going to look into the articles. And they think we're not going to find it. So it's just like every single day I'm waking up and it's like, you know, I'm trying to counter them. You see what they're trying to hide, you know, and pretty much I can reveal it. Truth will come to the light. No matter how much darkness try to cover it. And ultimately, understanding the enemy, understanding them will help you, of course, know the moves, be protected in these situations. Know what's coming. Don't be caught by surprise. You know? Ultimately, saving lives, basically. Potentially preparing. Now, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go, of course, but I think there's a fine line between being wise, being dumb, and I also think that we also have that ability to learn and not perish for the lack of knowledge. So, Steven Jackson, JWTV, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, click the bell, be back for more. Look, and do you even know that 2 years ago, Canadian researchers were injecting eggs with the flu? And it was supposedly only in laboratories doing that. So they've been doing all types of stuff. And we're just laying out that info to you right now. While they lie publicly, while they lead you somewhere. Really, they don't lie publicly. They tell you everything publicly, and then they try to go back and rewire your brain so you're forgetting. Now, we're not pointing fingers saying Canadian government is no better than the U.S. government who took in the Nazis and let them do the biological program in the United States. They're all in on it at a certain level.